Aaron, this is Jason at Valley Mitsubishi. I just wanted to introduce you to the 2017 Volt. It has 110,000 kilometers on the vehicle at this point in time. As I said, I took the vehicle in on trade from a gentleman who is really big into EV and PHEV technology. As mentioned, when this vehicle first came out, it wasn't available in Canada, so the only way to get one was to travel to the States. He went down to the States, found an ex-lease, then purchased it and brought it back into Canada, which is why it has the USA designation. It is in kilometers, not in miles. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about or stress about that kind of thing. What we're going to notice right on the front is that there are no major rock chips or damages. We'll get a little more comprehensive and close onto the front end, which is quite abnormal, especially for something that's this slanted forward or this low of a hood. You'll find usually in the winter they'll kind of pick up these types of things. We do have fog lights down below, as well as your halogen and projector daytime running lights and high beams, low beams. Coming around the side, just a 17-inch tire. They are mud and snow rated tires, so they are rated to legally drive throughout the winters in Canada. I do not have a set of winter tires, but I am looking into that for you. It is always something that we can add on for you. It'll just kind of come down to what you're thinking for price point tires. If you want pre-owned, like a used set, which will kind of save you a few bucks, or if you're looking for something brand new. We do have our charging port just right here on the right-hand side. It is a simple, it comes with a level 1 charger, not a level 2 charger. So you can plug it in just to any outlet that you have in your household. You can also purchase a level 2 charger. I can give you a little bit of insight on where to go for that. So that way you're not shelling out thousands of dollars and more likely only hundreds. You do have a fast key or comfort access. So you're able to unlock and lock the vehicle just by pushing the button on the side of the door there. On the rear end, same thing for the back seats. It is a little tight. I'm a big guy. I'm just over 6'1". So I have the seat a little bit farther back. If you had a couple small people or children, or if you're a little bit shorter yourself and you have the seat up, it could comfortably fit 4 people. He did have a family of 4 that they drove around everywhere in this thing until he moved into a plug-in hybrid. He attached a hitch on it. You could get an extension for it. It was mainly just to carry a bike rack around. You could probably tow with a small utility trailer. I wouldn't push anything past 1,000 pounds. I can double check tow capacity if that's something that you were looking at, or if you're just thinking, hey, I want to throw the bike rack on it so that way we can get out and kind of run around and do your own thing. The hatch is quite an interesting space. So large rear windscreen. You do have the nice hatch space below it as well. There is a little cover. That's your level 1 charger. He did put WeatherTech rubber mats and a rubber cargo mat in here. There is a spot underneath, which has your battery and your servicing kit in case you did have a flat tire. There's just a small storage compartment in here as well, so if you need to hide like a purse or any valuable items from people peering in. The seats do fold down, so it can give you a fair amount of space, as you'll see. Which means you get the whole back of the car basically to load anything up. So if you had maybe a small bookcase or some things you're picking up from Facebook Marketplace or back and forth between Home Depot, you could easily accommodate just to quite a few things, which would be nice, and don't have to worry about moving into a larger SUV for that. On the right-hand side, we do have our fuel tank. Just takes regular fuel, nothing crazy. So keep the price down when you don't have to go to the pumps. You get about 50 to 60 kilometers of pure electrical range. So if you're doing about 50 or 60 kilometers a day, you'll likely never see much of a use on the internal combustion engine until you're running things like your climate controls, heating, things like that, air conditioner, when it's in the summer months or winter months, just to offset so you don't drain all that electrical. As for scratches, I know you asked for some and any type of damage. The only thing I found that is of major, well, I wouldn't say major note, of note, is that the paint has peeled along the side on the rear of the hatch here. And then I do have a couple cracks of where the paint seems to be cracking. I don't know if you can see that, a little bit on the back end. But other than that, the vehicle's in pretty phenomenal shape for being a 2017 and 110,000 kilometers in 2 different countries. I'm gonna hop into the interior here, just give you a little comprehensive look of what's going on inside. I already have the keys in, so we'll fire it up. So black interior, cloth, just manual seats for what you need. Basic cruise control, push the button and it comes to life. Super quiet, which is nice. Don't mind the flashing, it's just reacting to my phone. There we go. 110,520 kilometers are on it, almost a full charge on it. As you can see, the EV range down here at 55 kilometers. We have a half tank of fuel, which is giving us a fuel range of 230 kilometers. And then obviously the battery and then the engine and everything else, it'll tell you whether, you know, what's running and what's not. It'll kind of show you a couple things like just in the center here. It's kind of glitching back and forth on me just because of my phone screen. We do have a touchscreen display as well, so you can choose your radio stations if needed. Back to home, and you can set up for text messaging OnStar if you choose to use it. Projection audio, so Bluetooth, things like that. Does not come with heated seats, but you do have a USB charger and a 12 volt down here. So that way you can always keep your devices charged if needed. Electronic parking brake, and we can shift to our modes. So we can do drive modes of normal, sport, mountain, or we can hold it, and we'll just figure out where we're at and hold the battery charge as it is. So we have a little more pep in your step as you're going across the maybe the hills or the mountains. Power windows, power locks, and power adjustable mirrors. And then, like I said, from the back side, if you were to fold that seat down, you can see just how much space we'd have in behind there. So you can fit a fair amount of stuff in. I'm not 100% sure of what you'll be using it for. You're welcome to fill me in. I'll give you a call here in the next little bit and we'll have a chat. But other than that, this is our 2017 Chevy Volt. I appreciate you hanging out with me for this video. I'm not the best videographer, so I do apologize if it's a little crude. I look forward to speaking with you soon. I hope you have a fantastic day.